Hey guys, it's Kristine. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about budgeting in my bullet journal. So today's video, I'm going to be doing my November 2022 calendar setup. I know, I can't believe we are halfway through October and almost into November. So I usually like to set up my calendar ahead of time so that I can go ahead and fill it in with budget stuff and also any upcoming events or activities that might require me to include it into my budget. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in seeing, keep watching. So this is my A5 bullet journal from Exceed. I got it from Walmart a while back. They no longer sell them, or if they do, they're just getting rid of what they have in stock. Luckily, I already have my next bullet journal for 2023. So you're gonna see this not next month, but at the end of this year. I'll be getting into this. I've already started penciling stuff in and I'm really excited. For writing, I like to use the Pilot G2 pens. I have this in 0.7 and also 1.0. And don't forget the 0.5 and the 0.38. So I like to use the 1.0 on things that I want to stand out. It is a bold tip. 0.7 is still, for me, still kind of bold, but not as thick, obviously, as the 1.0. And these two I don't really use on this page as much unless I'm adding something after the fact, because I want these pens to stand out more, so the thicker pens. These are my mild liners. This is not the original pack. I have added, I believe, these four colors right here, and I took out the fluorescent looking ones because I don't use those often. So in this bullet journal, in this month for November, we're going to use this color, and it is in the color fuchsia. So I really like this color. Nope, this is not it. Just kidding, guys. They're like really close. I think I'm going to use this like purplish one, magenta. It is still kind of pinky. And then my tried and trusted mild gray. So as I mentioned in my last video, my last bullet journal video, I do like to use this on the days that are not part of the month. So I'll be using it here on the 31st of October and also here on the 1st of December. Get it together, Kristine. So let me just set this one aside so I don't accidentally use it. Here I'm just going to tilt my bullet journal because that is how I naturally write. This is my mild liner. So on one end I've got the highlighter tip, but for now I'm going to use the fine point tip. And I chose the color magenta because this is the one I use for my gifts and giving category. And because it is November and we have Thanksgiving in November, I thought it was appropriate to choose this one. The other option was going to be like the brown, but I already did, I think it was September, in sort of a dark gray color, and I didn't want to have another dark color. I wanted something fun and light. Anyway, so here I'm just going over what I've already penciled in. So to me, it's a little intimidating to set up a calendar spread or a monthly spread in my bullet journal, because a lot of bullet journal YouTubers anyway would have these really nice and fancy and beautiful like calendar spreads. Mine's sort of more functional, so I just make sure that I use fun colors that I like and I keep it simple. I use the dots to keep the spacing pretty even. I know there's that big empty space right next to the 2022. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to fill that with. But yeah, so I just want to say that all you really need is a good pencil, a good ruler, and just draw things out. You know, you can always change it. And yeah, you can even trace the lines to make them straight. Anyway, so here I'm coloring in the line, the top line. That's where I'm gonna write like the numbers of the days and stuff. I did go over the 31st of October in gray because that's not part of November, like I said in the intro or in the beginning. And I went ahead and did that, and also the 1st of December. I did those first because I believe there was one time I accidentally colored in like the day that I wasn't supposed to color in. So I ended up having to go over it with whiteout. So I said to myself, like from then on, I would just do the grays first. So here I am making a box for my notes. And that's my trusty ruler. I do wipe it with a napkin or a tissue. That's because the marker will transfer color onto the ruler. And if you drag it across the page, it will smudge. So I am doing the grays first. Again, that way I don't accidentally, use the magenta marker on it. And I turn my book so that I am at an optimal angle. Just some angles feel more comfortable than others. And especially if it's on the edges, like I want to make sure I have space so that my ruler doesn't slip or, just stuff like that. And I do apologize for some of this being out of frame. I didn't realize I had moved my desk up a little bit. So it wasn't in its usual spot. I wanted to kind of maximize the daylight. So that's why it's out of frame right now, because I didn't realize that my bullet journal was not in its usual place in regards to the desk and stuff. So now I'm just doing the vertical lines in that fine tip of the same magenta marker, and I'm just going over it with my ruler. And with each pass I do wipe the ruler. And seriously, you guys, this video is sped up in 2 times speed. So don't be intimidated by like how fast things are going. This is not the normal speed. So I do like to take my time and make sure my lines are straight. It might seem boring to some, but I find it really relaxing. I know I've said that in my other bullet journal with me videos, but I really do. So like today, for example, I had a hard day at work, and it was just nice to get into my bullet journal and draw the lines. Yeah. So here it's out of frame again. I'm sorry, you guys. I am drawing that line on the bottom for the notes box. So the location of the notes box varies depending on the calendar. So wherever I have space, that's where I like to put it. It just so happens that I only had room for really one notes box. And so I'll just like put little reminders in there, or if I want to do like a smallish brain dump, that's what I'll do. Here I'm using my bold tip Pilot G2 pen in 1.0. I do like to write in the numbers with this, that way they stand out. So I'm going from top to bottom. This is because this gel ink pen does smear. And so if I did all the numbers all at once and then go in and, write in my other items, it will smear. So here I'm going in with my 0.7 and I'm writing in the Blue Shield number 1 and 2. That was due on October 31st, so it's on the last day of each month. And I was just showing you in my October that I wrote it there too. I just wrote it in here because, the 31st of October is in here. And then I have rent and Bank of America due on the 1st. I have payday on 2nd. And I have that Chase credit card on the 2nd also. I have a hair appointment, you guys, November 3 at 5:30. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. And on the 4th, I have my AD&D due, and it's also the last weekend of my daughter's season. So I wrote game day in bold. It's going to be at 5 p.m., unless they change it. They do that sometimes. And then Saturday, game day again, and also my PG&E is due. So here I am just going to go back in with my bold tip pen to write in the numbers. On the end, I do have boxes that say to do, so like for the week. So usually I'll put reminders in there that are more date sensitive, or week sensitive, I should say. So here my T-Mobile cell phone bill and my Old Navy credit card are due. And then on the 8th, my iCloud subscription is due. And you'll see me flipping through here because it just triggered a memory. I had upgraded my Google iCloud or Google Cloud, and it was charging me $1.99, and I couldn't remember what day I started that, so that's why I'm flipping through my my expense trackers to see where it was. I'm looking for that dark gray color, and there it is. I found it. So I think that was like the 27th or something. But I'm not going to write it in right now. I'll see when it posts in October, and then I'll go in to my November calendar and just update it there. On the 13th, I have my Delta Care, that's my dental insurance, and Citibank credit card. I am really excited about that Citibank card payoff. So I did post a video about how much I've spent so far in hotel costs, and I also went over like how I'm going to pay off like $3,000 worth of debt. That is still active right now. It's ongoing. So right now I think I'm at like 1,500, something like that. I don't think everything's posted yet, but yeah, so I'll link that up above. So here while I was talking, I went and wrote in water on the 14th, my vision insurance on the 15th, payday on the 16th, and car insurance on the 17th. And on the 24th, I'm writing Turkey Day. I know I did mention Thanksgiving is this month. If you guys are in the US, you guys know this already. But yeah, I'm sort of like waffling back and forth on like how I feel about Thanksgiving. But yeah, that's another topic for another video and maybe another channel. Like, I don't feel like talking about that. But that's why I put Turkey Day, and also it's like a very long word and I didn't want to squeeze that all in there. I did also note Black Fridays on the 25th, Cyber Mondays on the 28th. I forgot to write that Small Business Saturday is obviously on the 26th. So here on the 30th, I have a third payday, you guys. It is a magic month. So I am going to be doing something with that. I do talk about it in my video regarding my debt update for my travel expenses. I'm going to link that video over here. So be sure to click on this video if you want to know a little bit more about what I'm going to do with that extra money when I have the magic month. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.